Hi, today we are going to talk about second stage of NMIMS MBA selection process. It has three parts: WAT, Watson Glaser test, and PI interview. That's what it was last year. So we are assuming that it will continue this year. What we'll be focusing today is the WAT and the Watson Glaser test. We'll have another video for the topics on WAT, what is normally asked in NM, but let's try to understand the broad. Second stage process, as we said, WAT, Watson test, and personal interview. Now let's start with WAT. WAT 20 minutes. You have around 200 300 work, and there will be a plagiarism check. So basically, be careful when you write. Don't copy paste as such. It doesn't help, right? But yes, 20 minutes, 200 300 words is what you have. It makes sense to practice before you go, and there's a lot you can do to impress in this particular field. This is the way the whole thing will be given as such. There will be instructions given to you regarding the whole thing. There's a paragraph given to you, and there is also what you need to analyze is given to you. This is normally was given in Ahmedabad earlier, where they give you a paragraph and they give you a question. So here they give you a paragraph relating to the issue, and then what you need to analyze is given to you, and you need to do that in 200 300 words. So it's the structure of the whole thing, right? So in that whole 20 minutes, you have to finish reading, understand the question, make a plan, and write down the whole thing. That's simple. So how to prepare for it? One way is to note down the last year topics of NMAT. We'll have a separate video on that. But yes, note down the last year's topics. Note down the current hot topics on similar areas. Normally what I ask, the question that I ask are normally on current areas, what is happening around you, to check whether you're well read or not. Now, for those topics, try to find points, data, example. Data is always welcome and it gives a good impression. But any examples on each of the topics that are there, please put it down. Okay, and create a proper structure for WAT. You need to have a proper structure. How do you start? What's the middle? How will you end, conclude? And it makes sense to write a few WAT and get it corrected. Write a few WATs and get it corrected so that you know where you're going right, where you're going wrong, and someone can help you with regards to the structure of the whole WAT. So this is how you prepare for WAT. Don't delay. It takes time to prepare for the content for different WAT topics. There's so much of content which is available and so many topics which are available. So it makes sense to write immediately before even the calls come out if you're expecting a call for it. A Watson Glaser test is basically your checks on your critical thinking. They look at how to identify assumptions, analyze arguments, drag logical conclusion, interpret information. So basically there are 5 areas when you talk of Watson Glaser test. Okay, and it is self-time test. You're given 30 minutes, but you have to self-time yourself to try to complete the test as such. And if within 30 minutes, if you're not able to complete, it will automatically get submitted as incomplete. So the 5 areas, the tests which are there is inference, so drawing conclusion based on provided information. So you're given information, how do you infer it? Assumptions, it's like a critical reasoning test. Identify what is the assumptions for a given statement. Deduction, how do you deduce things? Your thinking ability will be taught about your logical thinking ability. Interpretation, understanding the meaning of the information given to you. And evaluation, so strength and ability of it. So these are 5 areas. So if you're good at critical reasoning, you should be done well with Watson Glaser test. So these are the 5 areas. So there is likely that there will be a Watson Glaser test this year, but we'll wait and watch the exact list of things that will come up. Right? How to prepare? Note down the topics, the 5 sections of Watson Glaser test, and write test on each of those areas. You can look at different critical reasoning type of questions, maybe from GMAT, maybe from other source, and try to solve as many tests that will help you be good at it. I hope this helps. We'll come up with more videos that will help you with regards to your NM, PI, WAT, as well as other areas. If you're interested, you can contact us. We do have a specific NM GDPI session which are there. Interested, you can always feel free to contact us. All the best.